In a world filled with noise and endless distractions, the greatest power you can cultivate is the ability to focus on yourself and embrace silence. As Buddha once said, silence is an empty space. Space is the home of the awakened mind. True strength lies not in seeking validation from the outside world, but in mastering the art of inner peace and self-awareness. Imagine a life where your mind is clear, your energy is protected, and your heart is at ease. In this video, you'll discover 7 powerful lessons that will guide you to stay centered, focused, and silent, unlocking the wisdom that lies within you. Let's begin this journey to self-mastery and serenity. 1. Redefine the narrative of silence. Many people view silence as a void, an uncomfortable space that needs to be filled with words, music, or distractions. However, Buddhism teaches that silence is not emptiness. Rather, it is a powerful tool for self-discovery and inner transformation. When you redefine what silence means to you, it becomes a refuge where clarity and wisdom can emerge. Silence allows you to step back from the noise of the external world and tune into your true self. In moments of stillness, you can gain deeper insights into your emotions, thoughts, and desires. Instead of avoiding silence, embrace it as a source of strength. Through silence, you develop patience, understanding, and the ability to observe life without reacting impulsively. To redefine silence in your life, start by setting aside moments in your day to simply sit in stillness. Whether it's during a morning meditation, a quiet walk, or even a few moments of deep breathing, these practices help you cultivate a sense of peace within. Over time, silence will shift from being something to escape from to something you cherish. 2. Transform loneliness into solitude. Loneliness and solitude are often confused, but they are fundamentally different experiences. Loneliness is a state of feeling disconnected and longing for companionship, whereas solitude is the conscious decision to be alone and enjoy one's own company. Buddhism teaches that solitude is essential for self-discovery and spiritual growth. In solitude, you have the opportunity to reflect on your life without outside influences. It is a time to reconnect with your inner self, understand your strengths and weaknesses, and nurture personal growth. Embracing solitude allows you to cultivate self-love and acceptance, making you less dependent on external validation for happiness. Rather than fearing moments of being alone, learn to appreciate them by engaging in activities that enrich your soul. Read a book that inspires you, meditate to deepen your self-awareness, or spend time in nature to feel connected to something greater than yourself. When you transform loneliness into solitude, you realize that you are enough, and true contentment comes from within. 3. Use silence as a tactical weapon. Silence is often seen as passive, but in reality, it can be one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. In Buddhism, silence is used as a means to cultivate wisdom, patience, and emotional intelligence. Knowing when to speak and when to remain silent gives you control over your energy and influence. Using silence strategically allows you to avoid unnecessary conflicts and drama. When faced with criticism or negativity, responding with silence can be more powerful than words. It shows restraint, self-confidence, and a deep understanding that not every situation requires your reaction. Silence can also be a tool to listen more deeply and understand others better. By speaking less and observing more, you gain valuable insights into people's true intentions and emotions. This can help you navigate relationships with greater wisdom and clarity. Practice using silence as a strategic tool by pausing before responding in difficult situations. Allow yourself time to reflect before you react, and you'll find that silence often holds more power than any spoken words. 4. Eliminate the addiction to validation. Many of us fall into the trap of seeking approval and validation from others to feel worthy. Whether it's through social media, relationships, or work, we constantly look outside ourselves for confirmation that we are doing well. However, Buddhism teaches that true self-worth comes from within, not from the opinions of others. When you constantly seek validation, you give away your power and let others define your sense of self. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and insecurity, as external validation is fleeting and unreliable. Instead, focusing on yourself means recognizing your value without needing anyone else to confirm it. To break free from the need for validation, start by setting personal goals based on what truly matters to you, not what others expect. Celebrate your achievements privately and remind yourself that your worth is inherent, not something that needs to be earned through others' approval. You'll find that by focusing on your own growth and happiness, external validation becomes irrelevant. Your confidence will come from a place of self-assurance rather than the opinions of others. 5. Master the art of strategic withdrawal. Sometimes, the most effective way to move forward in life is by taking a deliberate step back. In Buddhism, strategic withdrawal is not considered a sign of weakness or failure. Rather, it is viewed as an act of wisdom and self-awareness. It means having the insight and courage to recognize when a situation, relationship, or habit is no longer contributing positively to your life, and having the strength to let it go. Withdrawal doesn't mean giving up. It means prioritizing your well-being and focusing on what truly matters. Strategic withdrawal creates the necessary space for personal reflection, self-discovery, and healing. In a world that constantly demands our attention and energy, taking a step back allows us to regain clarity and realign with our values and goals. Whether it's distancing yourself from unhealthy relationships, stepping away from stressful environments, or pausing commitments that no longer fulfill you, withdrawal offers the opportunity to recharge your mind, body, and soul. It provides the chance to evaluate your life without external pressures and make conscious decisions that align with your true purpose. There are times when social interactions, workplace demands, or personal obligations can become overwhelming and exhausting. Constantly engaging with negativity, criticism, or pressure can drain your energy and cloud your judgment. By withdrawing from such situations, you give yourself the opportunity to rest, reflect, and return with a renewed sense of purpose and resilience. This break is not about isolation or avoidance. Rather, it's about creating healthy boundaries that preserve your mental and emotional well-being. Walking away from negativity without feeling guilty is one of the most important skills you can cultivate. Many people struggle with the fear of being judged or misunderstood when they choose to distance themselves from toxic environments. However, Buddhism teaches that self-care should always come first. Prioritizing your peace and happiness is not selfish. It's necessary for your growth. Choosing to withdraw strategically empowers you to protect your energy and focus it on activities, relationships, and goals that bring positivity and fulfillment into your life. Withdrawal also teaches patience and acceptance. Sometimes progress isn't about constantly pushing forward. It's about knowing when to pause, reflect, and allow life to unfold naturally. Stepping back provides an opportunity to view situations from a different perspective, identify unhealthy patterns, and develop a deeper understanding of yourself. It allows you to approach challenges with a clear mind and a fresh perspective, rather than reacting impulsively. Practical ways to practice strategic withdrawal include taking short breaks from social media, limiting time with people who drain your energy, and engaging in activities that promote inner peace, such as meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. Learning to say no to things that don't align with your values and goals can be empowering and help you regain control over your life. By mastering the art of strategic withdrawal, you gain the ability to detach from unnecessary distractions and focus on what truly serves your growth. You create space for positive changes, strengthen your emotional resilience, and learn to navigate life with greater wisdom and clarity. Remember, stepping back doesn't mean you're falling behind. It means you're choosing to move forward in a more intentional and mindful way. 6. Let results be your loudest voice. In today's world, where people often feel the need to constantly talk about their plans, achievements, and ambitions, Buddhism offers a different perspective, letting your actions speak louder than words. True success and personal growth are not defined by how much we talk about our goals, but by the quiet, consistent effort we put in behind the scenes. Focusing on your journey in silence, without the need for external validation, allows you to channel your energy into meaningful progress rather than seeking attention or approval. When we announce our goals prematurely or frequently talk about our plans, we may create unnecessary pressure and expectations. Constantly seeking recognition for every step taken can dilute the power of our work, leading to a false sense of achievement without actual results. Buddhism teaches the importance of humility and patience, understanding that the journey itself holds more value than the desire for acknowledgement. Letting results be your loudest voice means dedicating yourself to consistent effort and allowing your progress to naturally speak for itself. When you silently work towards your goals with discipline and persistence, your accomplishments become evident over time. Others will recognize your growth not because you spoke about it, but because they can see the undeniable results. This approach cultivates inner confidence and resilience. Instead of relying on praise or validation from others, you develop a deep sense of satisfaction and self-trust. You learn to measure success based on your own personal growth and fulfillment rather than on external opinions or social expectations. In Buddhism, the focus is on right effort, doing your best without attachment to outcomes or recognition. Consider the example of nature. Trees grow silently, rivers flow without seeking applause, and the sun rises each day without announcing its arrival. Similarly, true progress happens quietly, with consistency and patience. By focusing on the process rather than the praise, you build a foundation of genuine success that stands the test of time. There is also great power in staying silent about your efforts. When you keep your ambitions private, you protect them from unnecessary criticism, distractions, and negative influences. Silence provides a safe space where you can nurture your goals without interference, allowing them to mature at their own pace. Talking too much about your plans can sometimes drain the motivation needed to execute them, as the excitement of sharing can create a false sense of accomplishment. In relationships and professional life, people respect those who demonstrate their abilities through action rather than words. Whether it's in personal development, career growth, or lifestyle changes, showing tangible improvements will always be more impactful than simply talking about them. Those around you will take notice of your efforts when they see the transformation, and that is far more rewarding than temporary recognition. To put this lesson into practice, start by setting goals privately and working on them without announcing your every step. Focus on small, consistent actions that bring meaningful progress. Celebrate your victories internally and remind yourself that personal growth is a lifelong journey that doesn't require an audience. In moments of self-doubt, remind yourself that success is built quietly and steadily. The true measure of your progress is not how much you talk about it, but how deeply you embody the change in your everyday life. By letting results be your loudest voice, you shift your focus from seeking approval to cultivating true excellence. You embrace the wisdom of patience, dedication, and self-reliance, realizing that the most rewarding success is the one that happens quietly, without the need for applause. In the end, the greatest accomplishments are not those that are loudly proclaimed, but those that silently transform you from within. Stay focused, stay dedicated, and trust that your results will always speak for themselves. 7. Discover freedom in not reacting. One of the most profound teachings of Buddhism is the art of non-reactivity, learning how to remain calm and composed in the face of life's challenges. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with opinions, conflicts, and distractions, the ability to pause and choose our response is a powerful skill that leads to true inner peace and freedom. Instead of reacting impulsively to every situation, Buddhism teaches us to cultivate mindfulness and emotional discipline, allowing us to maintain control over our thoughts and actions. Reactivity is often driven by our emotions: anger, frustration, insecurity, or fear. When we react impulsively, we surrender our power to external circumstances, allowing them to dictate our state of mind. This not only drains our energy, but also leads to unnecessary stress and regret. On the other hand, learning to observe situations without an immediate response creates space for clarity, wisdom, and thoughtful decision-making. Discovering freedom in not reacting doesn't mean suppressing emotions or ignoring important issues. It means responding with awareness and intention rather than being controlled by emotions. When you train yourself to pause before reacting, you gain the ability to analyze situations objectively, understanding whether they truly require your attention or whether they are merely distractions pulling you away from your peace. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of right mindfulness teaches us to be fully present and aware of our thoughts without judgment. When a situation arises that triggers an emotional response, mindfulness allows you to acknowledge the feeling without acting on it impulsively. This practice helps you break free from habitual reactions such as anger, anxiety, or defensiveness, and replaces them with patience and composure. Non-reactivity also protects your energy. Every unnecessary reaction depletes your emotional and mental resources, often leaving you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. By learning to disengage from situations that do not serve your growth, you preserve your energy for more meaningful pursuits. This can be particularly helpful in dealing with negativity, gossip, or toxic individuals who thrive on provoking reactions. Furthermore, choosing not to react can have a profound impact on relationships. Often, conflicts escalate because of impulsive reactions that could have been avoided with a moment of reflection. By practicing non-reactivity, you create a calm and balanced atmosphere, fostering better communication and deeper understanding with others. Silence and observation often reveal more than spoken words, allowing you to navigate social situations with grace and wisdom. The journey to mastering non-reactivity starts with simple practices in daily life. For example, when faced with a frustrating situation, such as someone cutting you off in traffic or receiving criticism at work, take a deep breath and ask yourself whether reacting will truly benefit you. Most of the time, you'll realize that staying calm and composed is the wiser choice. Over time, these small moments of restraint build inner strength and resilience. Buddhism teaches us that true freedom lies in mastering the self. When you no longer feel compelled to react to every situation, you become the master of your own emotions and thoughts. You realize that external events do not have the power to disturb your inner peace unless you allow them to. This state of emotional stability brings a profound sense of liberation and contentment. Letting go of the need to react also enhances your sense of patience and humility. Instead of being quick to judge or respond, you develop a greater capacity for understanding and empathy. You learn to accept people and situations as they are, without the need to control or fix everything around you. Ultimately, discovering freedom in not reacting allows you to live a life of greater mindfulness, balance, and peace. You become more intentional with your energy, choosing to invest it in things that truly matter. By practicing patience and self-control, you can navigate life's challenges with a sense of calm and confidence that cannot be shaken by external events. Focusing on yourself and staying silent is a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and inner peace. By embracing these Buddhist teachings, you can cultivate a life of clarity, balance, and fulfillment. Silence is not a weakness. It is a powerful tool that allows you to find strength within. Thank you for watching. If you found these lessons helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on mindfulness and self-improvement. Remember, true strength comes from within. Stay silent, stay focused, and embrace your journey.